Solo. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday, addressing the nation on the 77th Independence Day, exuded confidence that he will address the nation from the Red Fort next year to list out the progress on the promises he had made to the people. On the occasion of the 77th Independence Day, Chief Minister Nipur Rio reiterated that the state government remained deeply committed to the early solution of the Naga political issue, which has always been at top of the government's agenda. The Comptroller and Auditor General of CAG has found that the cost of the Dwarka Highway built under the centre's Bharatmala Pariyojana Phase 1 has exceeded the amount approved by the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs in 2017 by 14 times. The Indian Army and the Chinese People's Liberation Army held the 19th round of military talks in eastern Ladakh to ease tensions along the contested line of actual control, where the two sides have been locked in a standoff for more than 3 years, people familiar with the matter say. Now for the news in details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday, addressing the nation on the 77th Independence Day from the ramparts of the Red Fort in Delhi, exuded confidence that he will address the nation from the Red Fort next year to list out the progress on the promises he had made to the people. Modi said he promised for change brought him here, his performance brought him here. The coming 5 years are of unprecedented development and golden moment to realize the dream of India as a developed nation by 2047, the Prime Minister said. Next year, on August 15th, from the same Red Fort, I will list out the progress achieved by the nation and sing paeans to your strength and your resolve and your success with greater confidence, Modi said in his last Independence Day address before the 2024.
मुझे दोबारा ले आया और आने वाले 5 साल अभूतपूर्व विकास के 2047 के सपने को साकार करने का सबसे बड़ा स्वर्णिम पल आने वाले 5 साल है और अगली बार 15 अगस्त को इसी लाल किले से मैं आपको देश की उपलब्धियां, आपके सामर्थ्य, आपके संकल्प, उसमें हुई प्रगति, उसकी जो सफलता है, उसके गौरवगान, उससे भी अधिक आत्मविश्वास के सामने आपके सामने मैं प्रस्तुत करूंगा.
On the occasion of the 77th Independence Day, Chief Minister Nipur Rio reiterated that the state government remained deeply committed to the early solution of the Naga political issue, which has always been at top of the government's agenda. He also said that the signing of the joint accord between the NSC-NIM and the NNPGs last year through the effort of FNR and the two parties recommitting to collaborate for the resolution of the Naga political issue with the government of India has elevated hopes and called upon stakeholders to exhibit greater sense of urgency to resolve the issue. On ENPO issue, Rio admitted developmental deficit in the eastern district of Nagaland and said that the government have been supporting the desire of the people to bridge the gap and bring them at par with the rest of the state. On urban local body election, the Chief Minister said that after reappealing, the Nagaland Municipal Act of the state government is now in process of taking steps for making a new act in consultation with all stakeholders. On the controversial Uniform Civil Code, Rio reiterated that the State Cabinet has urged the Law Commission to exempt the state in view of its serious implications on the privileges guaranteed under Article 371A. He said that the Union Home Minister Amit Shah assured the UCC will not be applicable to the STs of Nagaland and the Northeast. Rio informed that the Urban Development Department is endeavoring to develop a new modern planned city at Chathe in Chumukedima, spread over 39 square kilometers. The site has been selected for its favorable geolocation, climatic conditions and good connectivity.
My government will strengthen with a renewed mandate reflects the faith that people have in us, and while thanking everyone for giving us another opportunity to serve, I assure you to continue to strive for fulfilling the expectations of our people. We remain deeply committed to the early solution of Naga political issue, which has always been at the top of my government agenda. I assure you of my government making every possible efforts to this cause. The Political Affairs Committee considered with the entire cabinet and selected members from those tribes who are not in the cabinet will continue to uphold serious consultations with all these stakeholders for early solution. Our hope has further soared with the signing of the joint accord in September last year between the NSN IM and the NNPGs through the efforts of FNR.
Expressing contrition about the present ethnic crisis in Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, on the occasion of Indian Independence Day, made a fervent appeal for peace and said, by forgiving and forgetting, they can live harmoniously and continue on the path of development, which has been lost for the last 3 months. He said over hundreds has been killed and thousands rendered homeless, and if there was any misunderstanding and miscommunication among communities, they could sit across the table and discuss. He said our door is always open. The Chief Minister said his government has been continuously working for the betterment and upliftment of both the hills and valleys. However, some vested interests and forces from outside tried to destabilize the peace and loving state and country. Biren Singh also said his government will continue its war against drugs and detain all illegal immigrants. Meanwhile, 9 police personnel from the state have been awarded Police Medal for meritorious service, while Praveen Dadasol Gawal, IPS Superintendent of Police, has been awarded the Union Home Minister's Medal for Excellence in Investigation 2023.
Thank you. So, what is this award called?
State
English have you?
This award is for the community service for the state. It's given to my category is for the Geo category.
Okay.
And this is the community service which we have performed during our tenure for throughout my the tenure in my Jandal district, and all the services which I have performed together with my the village heads, the village defense, the blog videos, and all the communities, irrespective of all ethnicity, and with their help and their supports, this is the result which I got. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Assam government aims to completely withdraw the Armed Forces Special Power Act from the state, Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma said on Tuesday. Speaking in his Independence Day speech at the celebration that were held at the Khanapara playground here, the Chief Minister said that the AFSPA is in place with 8 districts of the state now after his government came to power. The Assam government's aim is to completely withdraw the Armed Forces Special Power Act from the state by the end of this year. Before the present government came to power, previous governments had requested the centre to extend AFSPA 62 times. He said, now the situation has been improving, Sharma said. He said that during his tenure, 4 peace accords were signed with the insurgent groups and nearly 8,000 militants have been integrated with mainstream politics. South Korea's ambassador to India, Chung Jae-bok, has confirmed that the country's President Yoon Suk-yeol will be attending the upcoming G20 Summit, scheduled to take place in September in Delhi. Yes, the President is coming to G20 Summit, which is being held on 9 to 10 September, said the ambassador. He expressed hope that the summit meeting in September will be the highlight and culmination of the G20 presidency efforts by the Indian government. During G20, the members will discuss the economic recovery of the world in the world situation, but they also discuss regional security affairs, he said. So he said Korea hopes that India will lead the G20 members towards a very good outcome of the G20 for contribution to peace and security of the world and the stable economic situation in the world.
Yes, our president is coming to the summit, for the summit which is held 9 and 10 September. And on that occasion, of course, we are strongly support the India's G20 presidency this year, and we hope that the summit meeting in September will be the highlight and culmination of the G20 presidency efforts by the Indian government. G20 is, of course, will discuss about the economic recovery of the world in world situation, but also they discuss about regional the security affairs. So we hope that India will lead the G20 members towards the very good outcome of the G20 for the contribution of to the peace and security of the world and the stable economic situation in the world.
Time for a short break. We'll be back with more news.
हाँ? 6 টাকাতে 1 crore? हाँ? 6 টাকাতে 1 crore জিতিব কোৱা?
Dear weekly lottery কিনিবি 6 টাকাতে আৰু জিতিব পাৰে 1 crore খালি 6 টাকা। Dear hafta lottery বদলি কৰি দিব আপোনাৰ জীৱন।
Welcome back. Moving on to the next news. Himachal Pradesh continues to grapple with monsoon with rains and landslides hitting the state hard. A total of 12 bodies have been recovered, said an official. A total of 12 bodies have been recovered, and today the authorities recover 4 bodies, said Aditya Negi. Deputy Commissioner Shimla was being filed, said rescue operations were underway. Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge skipped the 77th Independence Day at the Red Fort in Delhi, citing eye problem, and instead sent out a strong recorded message. Breaking tradition, Kharge attacked the Prime Minister and said the voices of oppositions are being muzzled and parliament members are being suspended. Kharge recounted the role of former Congress PMs and their contribution towards nation building and said the Prime Minister is giving the impression that development work has taken place only in the last few years.
जी सहित सभी प्रधानमंत्रियों ने हमेशा देश के लिए सोचा और विकास के अनेकों कदम उठाए। मुझे कहते हुए बहुत पीड़ा हो रही है कि आज लोकतंत्र, संविधान और ऑटोनोमस बॉडीज तीनों पर बहुत बड़ा खतरा है। विपक्ष की आवाज दबाने के लिए नए नए हथकंडे अपनाए जा रहे हैं। सीबीआई, ईडी, इनकम टैक्स की रेड्स तो हो ही रही है, इलेक्शन कमीशन को भी कमजोर किया जा रहा है। पार्लियामेंट में विपक्ष के सांसदों को निलंबित कर उनकी आवाज़ को कुचलने की कोशिश की जा रही है। किसी का माइक बंद हो रहा है या किसी के शब्द एक्सपंज हो रहे हैं, प्रिविलेज मोशंस लाए जा रहे हैं। आने वाला वक्त में शायद लोग विश्वास ना करें कि किसी समय हमारे देश में ऐसी भी सरकार थी जिसके सत्ता पक्ष के लोग ही सदन की कार्रवाई अवरुद्ध करते थे। महान लोग नया इतिहास लिखने के लिए पुराना इतिहास को मिटाया नहीं करते, वो अपनी लकीर बड़ी खींचते हैं, बजाय पहले की लकीर को काट या मिटाकर छोटा करने के। जो लोग आजकल दिन भर नाम बदलने की बातें दोहराते हैं, देखिए उन्होंने क्या किया।
The Comptroller and Auditor General of CAG has found that the cost of the Dwarka highway built under the centre's Bharatmala Pariyojana Phase 1 has exceeded the amount approved by the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs in 2017 by 14 times. According to a release issued by CAG, the overall average construction of the expressway approved by the CCEA cost 18.2 crore per kilometer. However, the cost has pushed to rupees 251 crore per kilometer. According to the release, Dwarka Expressway is an engineering marvel involving the construction of 8-lane expressways on a single pier, which has been conceived and designed considering the present traffic volume, the need for seamless connectivity and to meet requirements of the future growth potential of this entire region. This is not the only highway with a mismatch of approved and actual costs. The report revealed that across India, the sanctioned costs under the Bharatmala Pariyojana were 58% higher than the approved cost.
प्रधानमंत्री जी जब सदन में बोल रहे थे तो भ्रष्टाचार के सफाए का दावा कर रहे थे, और प्रधानमंत्री जी कहीं भी भाषण देते हैं सबसे बड़ा दावा उनका रहता है कि देखिए हमने भ्रष्टाचार को खत्म कर दिया। अब वो एक अलग बात है कि जब से 2014 में मोदी वॉशिंग पाउडर आया तो सारे भ्रष्टाचारियों को धुल धुल कर राजा हरिश्चंद्र बनाकर अपनी पार्टी में उन्होंने शामिल कर लिया। लेकिन एक ऐसा खुलासा अब सीएजी की रिपोर्ट के माध्यम से हुआ है जिसमें पिछले 9 वर्षों में नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार के ऊपर सबसे बड़े भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप लगा है। और भ्रष्टाचार भी ऐसा कि आप सुनेंगे तो हैरान हो जाएंगे। भ्रष्टाचार भी ऐसा कि जिसको आप जानेंगे और सवाल पूछेंगे तो कोई जवाब नहीं है सरकार के पास। और छोटा मोटा भ्रष्टाचार नहीं, भ्रष्टाचार के सारे कीर्तिमान तोड़ने का काम मोदी सरकार ने किया। मैं एक एक करके बताता हूं आपको। एक द्वारका एक्सप्रेसवे का प्रोजेक्ट है। जब वो प्रोजेक्ट बनता है तो 18 करोड़ रुपए प्रति किलोमीटर की लागत के हिसाब से वो द्वारका एक्सप्रेसवे का प्रोजेक्ट तैयार होता है। कितना? 18 करोड़ रुपए प्रति किलोमीटर। अब 18 करोड़ रुपए प्रति किलोमीटर का बहुत ज्यादा आप बढ़ा सकते हैं दाम, तो 2 गुना कर लीजिए, 36 करोड़ कर लीजिए, समझ में आता है। 2 गुना कर लीजिए, लूटने का मन है 2 गुना कर लीजिए। लूटने के सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिए इन्होंने। 18 करोड़ रुपए प्रति किलोमीटर में बनने वाली सड़क नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार ने बनाई 250 करोड़ रुपए प्रति किलोमीटर। आप अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं कितना बड़ा भ्रष्टाचार किया इन्होंने। 18 करोड़ रुपए प्रति किलोमीटर में जो सड़क बननी थी, मोदी जी ने भ्रष्टाचार के सारे कीर्तिमान तोड़ते हुए 250
national flag and took Rashtriya salute accompanied by national anthem. As part of the celebration, he took the salute at the march post contingents led by Parade Commander Sri Wairokpam Ibokcha Singh. MPs SDPO Tubal, all together 6 contingents including Manipur Police Male, Manipur Police Female, Traffic Police VDF, Home Guard VDF Band Party Tubal participated in the march. Addressing the gathering, the Deputy Commissioner highlighted the achievements and contributions of various departments in the district and stated the development activities by the state government is also reflected in the district. Highlighting the achievements of police in the district, the Deputy Commissioner stated that the actions taken up pertaining to war on drugs is commendable. He said the police force has also been successful in controlling law and order issues from time to time in maintaining peace. He also expressed his sincere appreciation to CAPF forces, ARBSF and CRPF deployed in the district for helping the district administration in maintaining peace in recent times. That is all we have for this bulletin. Keep watching Hornbill TV.